I want to talk to those builders that are online today. Builders that have come online are able to build large teams and probably make a pretty good income. And I really want to talk about one problem that we've all had and a solution to that problem. And the problem that we've all had at one time or another. I'm Mike Ellis, by the way. My partners are Marty DeGarmo and Dan Street. We are Builders Online. But the problem we've all had at one time or another is attrition. We build a team. It's going really, really well. You're making very, very good money. And then all of a sudden, people start to leave. And why do they leave? Well, they leave because they're not making any money. And we can't solve all the problems of the world. We can't teach people what we do. It's very, very difficult. We all do it a little differently. Build teams, whether they're medium-sized teams or very, very large teams, we do it a little differently. But we build teams and make a pretty good living online. The problem that I want to solve today is the problem of attrition. With attrition, it's really, really hard to ever stop working, because the minute you stop bringing in people is the minute that your group starts to decline and your income starts to decline. That's the problem we want to solve. And that brings me to ONPASSIVE. Don't know if you've heard about ONPASSIVE or not, but ONPASSIVE, about 3 years ago, Marty, Dan, and I, we made a decision that we would not do another business unless the people we were bringing in could succeed in that business. And it was a bear. You probably already know that. It's really, really hard to find. In fact, we didn't find one until ONPASSIVE. And ONPASSIVE is doing some really, really unique things that I believe will help you moving forward. And it's going to help you with a couple of things. Number one, as you come in and start to explore ONPASSIVE, you're going to find out that ONPASSIVE solves that problem of attrition. That problem is gone. And as you bring your group in, your team in, you're going to see that ONPASSIVE really will help everybody you bring in be successful. Instead of 97% of the people failing, 97% of the people will succeed. As Builders Online, this is such a revolutionary idea, and it's never been done before. And I'm going to give you 4 things that ONPASSIVE does, and it'll give you the impetus to continue to explore ONPASSIVE. And I think you're going to find a way forward, not only to continue to build large teams, but to really help those individuals that are coming into your team, and really attrition will be just a thing of the past. So 4 things. And these aren't the only 4 things ONPASSIVE does, by the way. But to start with, ONPASSIVE is self-funding. People will come in, start their business, they'll pay once, they'll never go out of pocket again. Very, very cool. The second thing, never had an argument against. The second thing is ONPASSIVE is going to force everybody that comes into ONPASSIVE to be successful. What does that mean? They are going to force everybody you bring in on your team to make money. The third thing is ONPASSIVE is going to drive traffic for everybody. And yes, I know you're a builder. Yes, you can drive traffic. Yes, you can bring people in. But it's the people that you're bringing in. This is a really, really big deal. It's also a big deal for you, but it's a really big deal for them. ONPASSIVE is going to help build their team for them. This is really, really cool. The fourth thing is the customer side of ONPASSIVE. And ONPASSIVE, it is an AI IT company, an artificial intelligence, informational technology company. And the customers that they're going to be bringing in, really, really some cool stuff. Customer is king. And they treat their customer, number one, the product is absolutely stellar. They're going to love the products. They're superior. They're more than willing to pay a monthly fee for the products. But over time, the cost of those products will go down to the customer. Over time, the cost of those products will be 0 to the customer. Over time, ONPASSIVE is going to pay the customer to use the product. If you get these 4 things, number one, you're going to love it. You're going to love the concept. You're going to love because ONPASSIVE is revolutionary, you're going to love that. But if you get these 4 concepts and building teams and bringing people in, you're in. Because it's going to make your job so much easier as individuals come in to participate with ONPASSIVE, as customers come in to use the products of ONPASSIVE, they will never leave. There will no longer be anybody leaving your team. And as builders, that's just a really, really big deal. Let me just tell you a couple little things about ONPASSIVE very, 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 very quickly. ONPASSIVE truly is revolutionary. And today we are in a soft launch that's going to happen this week. And the soft launch is so ONPASSIVE can come in and test everything that they've done. ONPASSIVE has been built like a Sherman tank. It's massive. It is like a Google, an Apple, an Amazon. That's how ONPASSIVE has been built and structured. So the soft launch is to test everything. And then day one, as ONPASSIVE launches to the world, ONPASSIVE will be a billion-dollar company day one. And why do I tell you that? I want you to get a feeling of how big ONPASSIVE is and how ONPASSIVE is going to have tremendous longevity. They will be like a Google, an Amazon, an Apple. They will be like the big boys online. And when you start to think about building a team with ONPASSIVE, it's important to know that they're going to be here for a very, very long time. So attrition is one of those things that as builders online, we've all looked at. We hate it. Excuse me. ONPASSIVE is going to take care of that problem. We've all had attrition, building teams and seeing people leave. As people come into ONPASSIVE, because of those four things, they will never leave. What I recommend is you go down, run over to our Facebook group, and continue to explore ONPASSIVE. This is just a short snippet of what ONPASSIVE is. There's a lot more than this, and it just gets better and better and better. Once you understand what ONPASSIVE is doing for those individuals online that are trying to make a living online, trying to get a residual income, trying to get that walkaway money, you're going to love it because it's going to make your job of building a massive team really, really easy to do. And Marty, Dan, and I can testify to that because our team is growing leaps and bounds. Last thing I want to touch on, if you are not a builder, obviously this video was for builders, but if you're not a builder, don't worry about it. We build to cut time frames to get to that place where we have the residual income we want, and we want it quicker. That's why we build. If you're not a builder, don't worry about it. I just gave you the keys to the vault with those four things. And if you continue to explore ONPASSIVE, you're going to find that the reason ONPASSIVE is so revolutionary is that anybody, whether you're a builder or you're not a builder, can come into ONPASSIVE and be successful. Very, very cool stuff. So that's it for today, guys. This was for my builders online, those individuals that are looking for a way to really get rid of attrition and build a team that will last. And from there, yeah, just go on down below, run over the Facebook group, and I think you're going to find a way forward to build a really, really large team that will be with you for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. So that's it for today, guys. Have a great week, and we'll chat with you later. Take care. Bye.